morning, folks. It's Saturday, December 8th. I don't know, 6:30 in the morning. I think, yeah, Saturday. Just gonna go over what I've done so far on this deck lid. So first thing, as you've seen from probably earlier photos, this was all crunched up in here, and trying to decide how I wanted to do it. I tried dent puller, stud pullers, you name it, hammer dollies, and it turned into Swiss cheese. So I decided I was going to try and fab something to replace the face of that side. And in doing so, obviously this side is just a mirror image of that side. So step away from the camera here. I made a template. So I made a template of this side and matched it over here. And when I made this template, I had to take into account a lot of things, obviously. These mounts for the tail lights are recessed, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Then we have these nice curves, and then a flat, and then a bead that rolls in and back over here. So I made some notes on what I need to do on some of these things. Also with this, this area rolls back some also, so there's a crown right here we have to deal with. But I think I've got all that kind of, at least a plan for that. What I'll do is I'll get this all made up, and then I'll find a good high spot here and mark it and do a English wheel on that and try to get that to roll back a little bit. But in doing all of this, this was the easy part, cutting out that template. Piece of cake. So then I had to figure out how to do all this roll here. And all these folds, bends, breaks. And if you look at this, obviously, put those together, it doesn't mirror. So I had to kind of come up with a plan to just get the pattern, the roll and the flats built up, and slide it over. So that's the way it's going to look when it's slid over, and then I'll chop that off and fold it over and make a decision on where I want to go on welding this together. And then also along with that, I kind of still haven't decided whether I want to use this whole piece or just come down to like right here somewhere and do a little body work on that. It looks like this wouldn't be a big deal to do the whole piece. If I did that piece, I didn't extend it all the way over to where there's a little bit of damage, some, you know, it's a little bit wavy right in here. So we'll deal with that. I'll hit this stud gun here, pull this out a little bit, do a little hammer dolly. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll just cut this out again and bring it over farther. So that's where I'm at with this. Building this was kind of a challenge. Use the slip roll. Turn the camera around. Use the slip roll and rolled it in and stopped somewhere right around in here back and forth about 50 times, I think. Pretty much this 20 gauge is the max for this slip roll. It challenged it pretty good, but it worked. Then once I stopped on this area right here, then I had to build this fold, this brake right here. And to do that, I just kind of disassembled my brake a little bit. Took the shelf off, slid this in, back and forth, up and down, and then did my folds. So these aren't that tight yet. These bends right here aren't that tight yet, so I'll hit them with the bead roller, make a real nice tight bead, hopefully, on these two, because these are just a little bit too rounded right here, if you can see that. So we'll take care of that in the bead roller, and then also along with that, this area is a little bit too wide. The check here, this came out a little bit too wide, so I've got to redo that. Maybe when I set it in the bead roller, I can knock that down a little bit. But that's where I'm at with this. A lot of work to go yet on that, but I have time. I retired here a couple months ago, so time is on my side. That's all I have for this morning. I've got a bunch of photos and other updates that I can post, and I'll do so. Maybe I'll splice them into this part of the video and put it all together, or I'll make this a separate video. So have a good day, and we'll get back to you guys.